had somebody asking about the Johari window. So I wanted to take a little bit of time and just kind of walk through what this is all about. This isn't exactly a counseling theory. It's more of a concept that was developed to try to look at what's going on internally. Okay, so it's a tool that was created by Joseph Luft and Harry Ingham, and that's where it gets his name, is from Johari. So we call it the Johari window, but it's based off of the names of the people that developed it. So in 1955, they wanted people to understand their self-awareness and how they're perceived by other people. It's used a lot in self-help groups, corporate settings, for people that do consultations with corporations, personal development in order to help improve communication, relationships, and self-discovery. And so basically with this model, we have 4 different aspects related to knowledge and perception, okay? And so this first quadrant right here, this is the open area. And this is what constitutes being known by others and known by yourself. So if you're aware of it and other people are aware of it, that's what would qualify as falling into this category of like the open, the free area. This includes behaviors, skills, attitudes, and feelings that are all openly shared and acknowledged. So for example, your name. Like everybody knows your name. You know your name. It can relate to public opinions, right? So maybe you have a stance on politics or religion or things like that would be known to other people. Commonly expressed emotions, right? So things that you're aware of and that other people are aware of as well, that falls into this open and free quadrant. The hidden, or the facade, this is where it's known to yourself, but not known to others. This would be stuff that you choose to keep hidden for one reason or another. This encompasses your private feelings, thoughts that you have, experiences, secrets. So for example, personal fears, right? Maybe nobody knows that you're afraid of the dark. Maybe undisclosed talents. Anybody have an undisclosed talent? As soon as you disclose it, it's not going to be in this quadrant anymore. But one of my undisclosed talents is I used to make balloon animals. I could do lots of different kinds of balloon animals. I made a balloon Yoda. Maybe I'll show you all a picture of that sometime. So that's an undisclosed talent that I have. And now it's no longer hidden. It's out in the open. Everybody knows it. Private aspirations, right? So things that you've always wanted to do, but maybe you've never shared with anybody. That would also go into that category, okay? And then we have your blind area or your blind spots, okay? This is what other people realize about you, but you may not know yourself. Others are able to perceive it. Maybe they see something that you don't see. As counselors, we're trained to help see these blind spots in other people and help them to become aware of them. It includes habits, behaviors, and attitudes that others notice, but you do not recognize within yourself. So for example, certain social habits, body language, or personality traits that you're oblivious to. Can anybody give some examples of maybe one of these blind spots, maybe as you've counseled people or just in your own relationships? Any examples? I'll give you one. So this actually happened earlier today. I was counseling a couple, and whenever I would ask her a question, she would turn and look to her husband as if to check her answer against what he thought, right? Which was kind of interesting to me. Like, why are you always turning to him to check your answer? She didn't realize that she was doing that. And I felt like it was a safe place for me to point that out to her and say, hey, I noticed that, whenever I'm asking you a question, you look to him. What do you think that's about? She's like, wow, I never realized that I was doing that. I guess I just feel like I really need him to be okay with whatever it is that I'm saying. And that kind of unlocked a little aspect of her personality that she wasn't aware of. And we were able to kind of utilize that for a little bit of growth. So does that make sense? Blind spots? Anybody have blind spots of their own that they've become aware of? No? Okay.
Well, I have one real
Yeah.
quick. My husband always tells me, which I never realized, that if he asks my opinion on something, he say the way I answer with a facial expression
Okay.
when I really don't like something, and he always points it out to me, and I'm like, I never realized I do that.
Yeah.
So like a facial, he's like, I can really tell when you like something and when you don't like something, even though you say yes. Because
Right.
he says, so my facial expression will tell me if I really like it or if I really
It
don't.
kind
And
of
I'm just saying
deceives you. Yeah.
it. Yeah.
That's a great, that's a great example. Yeah. And he's so kind to tell you that too. He could just, go on not telling you and then,
Right.
utilize that to.
Right. So I'm starting to try to be more conscious about my facial expressions when I'm giving him a response.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to make him feel bad. Even though I'm being truthful, I might not just like it to the level that he wants me to like it. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Or,
Right.
so
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I think when it comes to our own growth, especially when it comes to relationships, our ability to accept feedback from other people and and minimize what all is included in this blind spot has a huge impact on things. Okay. And then finally, we have the unknown area. And this is, a quadrant that consists of information that neither you nor others are aware of. Okay, so untapped potential, unconscious behaviors, undiscovered talents or feelings. So maybe there's hidden abilities or repressed memories that might be revealed through new experiences or self-discovery, right? A lot of times in counseling, we might discover alongside someone certain things, right? Maybe we're just asking questions and then all of a sudden somebody realizes, oh, wow, yeah, I never realized that I thought that. And now it's become known to themselves and known to at least one other person. Does that make sense? So that's the unknown area. So the whole idea here is that we want to be able to expand this quadrant of the open area. And we do that through feedback and self-disclosure. As we have self-disclosure, we open ourselves up to a mutual understanding. Like, I want you to know what I know about me. And as we accept feedback, we become more self-aware of what other people know about us that we didn't previously know, right? Feedback encourages others to provide this honest insight about blind spots that you might have. And then, like I said earlier, self-disclosure involves sharing personal thoughts and feelings in order to reduce this hidden area. Okay, so that's basically the Johari window. Obviously, there's a lot more that we could talk about this, but any questions about this before we move on to something else?
I tell you, I got to tell you this. You explained it the best I've ever heard it explained.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is my
that was more
first
easy
time
like that.
hearing this.
I'm sorry,
Thank you, Josh.
Lewis, what'd you say?
This is my first time hearing this.
Oh, about the Johari window?
To be
Yeah,
honest,
me
and thank
too.
you.
Yeah. It's
And the unknown area can be also some kind of um, talent.
talent. Yeah. So the talent could be, I mean, I guess it could be, known by others, like in this open area. It could be in this hidden area, or it could be in this unknown area. I'm not sure that somebody's talent would be unknown to themselves. Maybe.
Well, in my case, it was.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You had a talent that was known to somebody else, but not to you?
Well, no, that I was not aware, and I think nobody was aware.
Okay.
And suddenly was curious about start working with wood.
Okay.
Then I bought a few tools, and I started working with wood and doing creative things.
Yeah.
And it was like very easy to me, but I
Sure.
never studied.
Okay. It just came naturally
So,
to you. Yeah. So
yeah.
at the point before you started doing that, it was in the unknown category. And then maybe you started doing it on your own and it was just kind of hidden. And then as you started to share about it, it became open that that was a talent that you had.
Exactly.
Good. Good. Okay.
I like the way I can remember Joe and Harry.
Joe and Harry. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I wish it was that easy with a lot of the guys when they ask questions about who did what in
Okay.
approaches.
Well, I'm glad that you said that, because the rest of what I've prepared today is all about counseling theories and some mnemonics to help you guys understand how these go. And now, mnemonics.